The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Mike, here we go. 180! Mike.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Nobody leaked. Big play. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end. And it's second down.
Here we go. 180!
53. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Hey, watch this, watch this. 21. 11. 53. Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
Six.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Rabbit.
One, Omaha. Hey, Haywood.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under. This one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to take a shot right away. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey.
21.
53 for Mike. 53.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
On the screen, this is Coleman. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. This is fielded at the 27. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. Hey, check.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Drop deep. Hurry. Check. Shift. Check 4. Sponge. No.
On 2nd down now. It's Hunt, and on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now, after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 15-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Wait.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Watch the slant.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80!
Mike, tighten up. Pull it together.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go. Like 20!
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, defense. Let's go.
21.
36.
Stick! Hey! Wahoo!
Now Garoppolo. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Kings.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Set. 180.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Hey, D-line.
Point it right.
Mike 51. Hey, tight.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield, open man is Higgins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
180.
Mike 5-4.
Who that?
Pistol.
Right there.
1st down, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 37 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run with Breida. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike 53. Mike. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
12. Hey, orbit.
44's to Mike. 44's to Mike.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide...
And now look at him go. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
First down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Hilliard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. Oh, able to avoid him. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely, that was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. On 2nd down, it's Hunt. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
180.
On 3rd down, Hilliard, and he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mayfield now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. 39 yards there, a big one.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Mayfield looks to throw. Buying time to his left. He finds his target, Beckham. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Seibert's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Here we go. 180!
Let's go.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Garoppolo on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Mayfield to throw it. Now Mayfield lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On second down now, it's Hunt. Give him 2 on the run. They need a lot more than that coming up here on third down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Got to do better.
Third and long for Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
This is Breida. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. They run again with Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
I'm going to run you over.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Garoppolo now. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency.